Can I talk to you?
So I know you hadn't seen me in a while. Been doing a lot of behind the camera stuff, helping out BMO trip, working on the Y6 vlog, doing a couple events, a couple shows. So with all that being said, welcome back to World of Florida. Today I am going to be talking about a kind of different style of story. I guess it wouldn't really be a story. It's more of just an update for you. I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to Dublin. I'm going to go see the Florida State Seminoles take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. If you are watching this from outside of America, Georgia Tech is a university that is based in Atlanta, Georgia. Florida State, my team, is based out of Tallahassee, Florida, which is also the capital of Florida. Atlanta, Georgia is the capital of Georgia. Now, most of y'all watching this don't need all that explanation. Since I'm about to be going abroad here, I'm trying to talk to an abroad audience. So, any of you folks out in Europe happen to be in Ireland, happen to be a fan of the show, I know we're not a huge show or anything, so the likelihood of this occurring is pretty slim, but I want to put the message out there. I'm trying to speak to a more abroad audience now. I have much love for Europe, especially Ireland. I'm sure I've told you, or you've at least noticed based on a lot of our clothing that we put out. My heritage is from Ireland, both sides of my family, and I would love to I'm finally getting the chance to go home to the motherland and see where my roots come from, see where my family actually originated from, which is Donegal, Ireland. We'll be spending a couple of days there, a couple of days also in Galway, which is where my fiance's family originated from. So I'm Irish heritage and I'm marrying Irish heritage. So we're going to be one big Irish family one day. Like I said, we're going for the football game, but once we get there, we're going to hop over to Belfast, see the Titanic Museum, see a couple of other cool locations there. I don't want to break down everything too specific, but we also will spend a night or two there, come back to Dublin, go to the game, do all the fun tailgating stuff, do a couple bar crawls, sip a little beer, probably a lot of beer. You got to embrace the culture. And the folks in Ireland, they know how to drink. Now, back in the day when I was in the fraternity, I put a few down myself. These days, I try to, not be that way. So I do limit myself on drinking for the most part. But you know what? It's not every chance you get to go to Ireland and drink Irish beer with Irish people and embrace the Irish culture. Now I'm hoping that once we get there, we don't come off as the arrogant, sloppy, dumb Americans. So I'm going to do everything I can to kind of be humble, not draw attention to myself as much. Now I know once I talk to someone, they're going to be like, oh, he's American, especially with my southern accent, but I still want to do my best to present Americans in a better light than what we normally get. Now, I will say, compared to the rest of Europe, Ireland actually does have an affection for American culture. I think if they knew how crazy it is over here now, they probably wouldn't as much. But they do because of the similarities to their fight with Britain and our fight with Britain. There's always been us in Ireland are like, yeah, screw you, Britain, that kind of thing, right? So it's a little easier to blend in with the culture in Ireland than maybe, say, other parts of Europe. I will say I've been to France. They don't really like Americans. And I was 18 or 19. I probably epitomized a dumb, sloppy American at that time. Now, because I'm older, I'd like to at least believe a little more wiser. I think now I can handle myself much better when I'm in someone else's country. With that being said, Florida State is there. There will be quite a bit of Floridians who will be there. We've been making the joke because the UF fans have been clowning us because we're bragging about selling out a stadium that only holds 50,000. And our rebuttal to that is, well, they knew not to invite Florida to Ireland because too many of y'all's fans are on the no-fly list and guarantee would not be sold out. Now, obviously, we're just talking shit. I got a lot of friends who went to Florida. Hell, I got a lot of friends that went to UCF, USF, FAU, FIU, UNF, UWF. I mean, the list goes on. FAMU, Bethune-Cookman. I feel like I'm missing a couple somewhere. New College of Florida. Florida Baptist College. I got friends at basically every Florida university. Oh, I forgot. Florida Gulf Coast State University. I got plenty of friends that went there. But anyway, long story short, I don't really truly hate any of the other Florida teams. I'm just a diehard Seminole fan. So yes, the Seminoles will be in Ireland. I'll be in Ireland rooting them on. Hell, I got friends who went to Georgia Tech, so I might even see some of my friends who went to Georgia Tech that are there too. I haven't reached out to any of them. I probably should. But that's one thing about it is when it comes to American football, even if it's being played in another country, Americans will travel to go see it. So I'm hoping these games like this are kind of bridging the gap between American football and Europe. And there's other places in the world where some of these games are being played too. But Europe seems to be the spot where they're kind of like, you know what, maybe we should get into this American football thing. Now, obviously, football for them is what we call soccer. We're slowly inching towards getting the rest of the world to call it soccer with us. But calling it American football, I'm fine. If you want to call football in America American football in Europe, works for me. I don't care. As long as we are continuing to expand the culture of American football, I think that's a good thing. So, long story short, very excited to check out Ireland, check out Dublin, check out Belfast, which I didn't mention earlier. If you're not aware of this, Belfast is Northern Ireland, a completely different country. I'm assuming probably most of you already knew that, but in case you didn't, that's your history lesson for the day. Anyway, Dublin, Belfast, Donegal, Galway, and we're going to make our way through the middle of the country as well to kind of see the lesser-known parts of the country. I will be posting more videos of this when I return. And a small announcement I need to make. I will be streaming live on Twitch at parts of the trip. Most likely, the majority of it will be when we are at the tailgates for Florida State Georgia Tech game. But I also would like to stream, maybe the Cliffs of Moher and go outside of Galway, or some of the places where they filmed Lord of the Rings near, I believe it's Derry, Ireland. Somewhere south of Donegal, if I'm not mistaken. I would love to stream live at some of these places too, because I'm new to Twitch. I'm going to be very mediocre at it to start with, but I thought this would be a great time to get the ball rolling on it. So, you can find me on Twitch, Cheech Gratah, just treat it all like it's one word, and you'll be able to see part of my trip in Ireland. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's been World of Florida. I promise I'll get some more episodes that are actually Florida related more out soon. Please like, subscribe, tell all your friends about it, leave a comment. You can even talk shit if you want. Hey, if you're leaving a comment, whether you like it or not, you're helping me get engagement. So I appreciate it. Y'all take care.